Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with yet more plunder to show you that I've acquired over the last little while. The first little stack in this particular video all came from Half Price Books, and I've been meaning to do this particular video for a while now, so I figured I might as well get this knocked out while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to kick things off with a band that I've really been getting into a lot here lately, and that is Cheap Trick with We're All Right. Of course, Cheap Trick, hard rock band out of Rockford, Illinois, been around since 1973. This is the band's 18th full-length album put up by Big Machine in 2017, and it's Cheap Trick, so of course it's good. Next up, I've only got one other album from this guy. I mean, I love his work with System of a Down, and I loved the first album that I picked up, so when I saw this in the used bin, I went ahead and picked it up. This is Serge Tankian with Imperfect Harmonies. And again, fighting the damn glare for some reason. Yeah, Serge Tankian, hard rock / new metal from Beirut, Lebanon. Though, of course, currently he is residing in Los Angeles, California. This particular project has been around since 1994, and of course he is best known as the vocalist of System of a Down, as I said. This is his second solo album put out by Reprise and Surgical Strike in 2010, which is actually a label founded by Serge, so that's really cool. But I have not had a chance to spin this one yet, but like I said, I really dug his first solo album, so I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, Drowning Pool with Loudest Common Denominator. Now, if you're not familiar with Drowning Pool, they're a hard rock / heavy, some call them a new metal band out of Dallas, Texas. Been around since 1996. This is a live album recorded in San Diego, California back in 2008. Released by 11-7 Records in 2009. Again, another one that I have not had a chance to spin, but I do love me some Drowning Pool. Now, this band, this was like, I think, $3 or something like that, $3 or $4. And when I looked up one of the songs that it says on the hype sticker on here that it features, I heard it, I was like, I remember that song. I really like that song. So I went ahead and picked this up. But this is the self-titled from Crossfade. And of course, again, a hard rock / new metal band out of Columbia, South Carolina. Been around since 1993. This is their debut full-length album put out by Columbia in 2004. Cold is actually the song that I heard. It's actually one of probably the biggest hit off of this album, and the one song that I knew, and like I said, that I really liked. So I thought, you know what, for that price, I'm going to pick it up and check out the rest of it. And much like with a lot of this stack, have not had a chance to listen to the rest of it. Next up, finally got my first album from LA Guns. This is Cocked and Loaded. LA Guns, hard rock / metal band out of Los Angeles, California, obviously. Been around since 1983. This is their second full-length album put out by Vertigo in 1989. This is actually a Polygram Records version of the same CD from 1989. Do like some LA Guns. I've been hearing songs on the radio and stuff, but have not had a chance to listen to a full-length album just yet. This one was like a total blind buy. It was $4.99. I listened to a little bit of it on, I think I listened to it on YouTube, or I found a site that had it, and I would listen to it. I was like, this sounds all right. I'll pick it up and check it out. This is Betrayed with a Kiss with Salvation and Ascension. Now, these guys are a heavy metal band out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Been around since 2004. This is their second full-length album put out by the band themselves back in 2012. It's an interesting listen, that's for sure. It's definitely a more modern take on heavy metal. But, yeah, I dug what I heard, but I need to listen to it a little bit more. But it's really cool to find, some local metal, I guess you could say. And the last one from Half Price Books. This is Amaranth with The Nexus. Of course, Amaranth, gothic / melodic death metal out of Gothenburg, Sweden. Been around since 2008. This is their second full-length album put out by Spinefarm back in 2013. I also on their third full-length album, A Massive Addictive from 2014, which is actually the first one that I got from this band. So really cool to find another album of theirs in the used section. So yeah. Really looking forward to checking this one out. And the last four in this stack are actually from a distro called Stabby Hamlet that's located here in Indiana. So I actually get my stuff relatively quick from there, which is really cool. And recently, the guy that owns it put up copies of this. This is a original pressing too, which is really cool. And listened to a little bit of it. I was like, yep, I've got to get that. This is Lucifixion with Indulge in the Macabre. Now, Lucifixion were a death metal band from Wauseon, Ohio, I believe is how you say that. Active between 1989 and 2008. This actually featured the Stabby Hamlet owner, Andy Hamlet, on lead guitars. This is their lone full-length album, independently put out by the band back in 1996. And this is some really good death metal. If you've not heard Lucifixion yet, I would definitely recommend checking them out. All right. And the last three are all from the same band. And that is Wings of Abaddon. And if you're not familiar with them, they are a death metal band out of San Antonio, Texas, that were active between 2009 and 2018, and features Brian Eckerson and Kobe Lang on guitars and vocals, respectively. Brian handling the guitars, Kobe being the vocalist. They are of the band Scars of the Flesh, which is actually how I ended up discovering this band, because, like I said, when I get into a new band, a lot of times I check out the other projects of the members to see if anything kind of piques my interest, and this band definitely did. So we're going to kick things off with Offering of Locusts. And this is their second full-length album put out by the band themselves. All of these were actually independently released back in 2014. Other than listening to some clips on YouTube and everything, I have not had a chance to listen to these in full, but I'm really looking forward to it because what I have heard has been really good. And then we have Built to Collapse. And this is their third full-length album put out back in 2015. And lastly, and I really love this album cover. I mean, all these album covers are really cool, and I would definitely get shirts with either of them. But especially this one here. This is the Exodus chapter. Fourth full length from 2018 and their swan song. So definitely go check out Wings of Abaddon. That is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.